Hey guys, welcome back to Tekneikos. Today we will be solving rearrange array elements by sign. It's a very good question. Okay, let me go through the question and then we will take a dry run and understand the problem statement and everything. So you have been given a 0 based indexed integer array nums. Nums is the array of even length consisting of an equal number of positive and negative integers. Okay, so you should return the array of nums such that the array follows the given condition. There are 3 conditions that the array needs to be follow. Okay, and this is the input output. Okay, so let me just go to the whiteboard and explain you the condition as well as the examples, then we will code it. Okay, so these are the 3 conditions. Every consecutive pair of integers have opposite sign. Okay, what that mean is, suppose we have this as -1, so the next one should be 1, or if we have -2, the next element should be 2 or 3 or whatever, but the sign should be positive. The second condition is for all integers with the same sign, the order in which they were present in nums is preserved, which means if there is an array which says -2 and 3, so the order of these two should be preserved. Okay, so the third condition is the rearranged array begins with a positive integer. In this case you can see it starts with a -1 and then a positive one, so when the output must be include a positive one and then the negative one. So these are the 3 conditions that should satisfy, and for this test case it is 3, 1, -2, -5, 2, -4. Okay, so for first condition is satisfied, it should start with a positive integer which is 3, then we add a negative one, -2, then a positive integer, then a negative, then a positive, then a negative. So here we have 3 positive integers, 3, 1 and 2, and 3 negative integers, -2, -5 and -4. So we added them one after another. Just make sure that the sign are opposite, first positive, then negative, then positive, then negative. So this will satisfy all 3 conditions. Now how will be the approach to code this? Okay, so let's understand that. So this is the main function which has been given to us. We need to write the code here. We have been given an arrange array function which takes nums as an array, and as we have been given nums, so what we will do, we will take that size. The first thing is always take that size, nums dot size. Okay, after that we will declare a vector. We need a vector so that we can return it directly and no need to do any conversion or anything. So we will declare a vector of integer type as answer. Okay, and for the size we will take it as n comma initialize with 0. So we get the same size as the array size and all the elements initially initialized with 0. Okay, so this will look like this. And now we need 2 variables. One is positive as we know the positive will start from 0, so we will initialize it with 0. We need a negative initialize with 1. Okay, this is important. After this we will iterate the nums array so that we can get access to the elements and do the work accordingly. Okay, so write a for loop int I will be 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, so this will iterate the array. Again, this is very crucial step. We will write a if statement. If nums of I is less than 0, that means it's a negative number, so we will put it in the answer vector. And we will increment 2 places or 2 indexes. Okay, so what we are doing here, if nums of I is negative, we place it at the current negative index. We then increment the negative by 2 to ensure that the negative number is placed at the next available odd index. Okay, so else, one last condition is there. If it is a positive number, answer positive, we will place in the positive place nums of I, and then we will increment 2 places. So this was the code, not too difficult, very easy to understand. And let's take dry run. Before that we need to return the answer. Okay, now we will take a simple dry run to understand the code in a much better way. So let's understand, this is the given input that we have: 3, 1, -2, -5, 2 and -4. This is the vector that we have created, answer vector initialized with all the 0 elements. And when this for loop starts, when we enter this for loop, the step is 1. Okay, in the first step the number is 3, so we will add 3 in the first place and rest will remain as 0. Okay, in the second iteration we get a positive number which is 1, so I told you here it will increment the position of positive to 2 places, which is this and these 2 places. Now the 1 will be present at this, the rest will remain as 0. Okay, in the third iteration we get a negative number which is -2, so initially the negative starts from 1 at this step, you can see. So it will add that -2 to this place and increment by 2. Okay, at the fourth step we get a -5. As you may guess it will be at the 2 step ahead, -5, then 0. I think there are 1 2 3 4 5, there are 6 elements, my bad. There is 1 2 3 4 5 and there is another 0 here. And when we are at the 5th step we get a 2, and that 2 will be added after -5, which is 2. Okay, then 0. At the last step we get our -4. So it will be added just after -5, 2 step ahead, which is -4. Okay, I hope you understand how the iteration works. Why plus equals to 2 is important here. You just need to make sure that it's there so that it will iterate perfectly. We don't need much thing here. Okay, now about the very important thing, time complexity and space complexity. What will be the time and space of this code? Try to guess or try to analyze the code and give you answer, then I will write it. So the time complexity will be order of n because we are iterating the whole array, and the space will be order of n because we are using extra space as vector. So this is the approach and the code. Let's just go to lead code and write and check if it is working or not. Okay, let's start writing. We initialize n as nums.size. We make a vector of integer of n, 0. We need a positive initialized with 0. We need a negative as 1. Okay, then we will iterate with a for loop. Write few if cases like nums of I is greater than less than 0, which is for negative. We will write answer of negative will be nums of I, and then we will increment it with 2, and in the else part we will again write answer of positive equals to nums of I, after this we will return the answer. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Let's just run the code. Okay, all the test cases works. We are good here. Thank you for watching, guys. I will be publishing more array related videos, and soon we will move on to different topics as well. I will make sure you get the best guidance to succeed in your interview and other preparations you are working on. Okay, so stay tuned and keep learning. I'm also planning to make a Discord channel for a community so that whatever problems that you face based on DSA, JavaScript, web development, or anything data science, data analytics, so a lot of people will join and they will help you out through your journey to be in tech field. Okay, so thank you for watching. Make sure you check the description. If possible, I will add the Discord channel link whenever I will make. So keep watching the videos. Thank you.